It's Local Edition. Brad Pomerance here in San Diego County. She is back. She is Michelle O'Connor Ratcliff. She is the president of the Poway Unified School Board. Poway continues to wow on so many levels. And while all your teachers are wonderful, there are three I want to discuss because they have been honored. And I want to start with a teacher named Tracy Jackson.
Yeah.
Tell us about Tracy.
Well, Tracy is a math teacher at Oak Valley Middle School. She teaches 8th graders there. And she has just won the National Rosenthal Prize for Innovation in Math Teaching.
What does that mean?
Well, she just got $25,000 for the honor.
That's good.
Yeah, it's done by the National Museum of Mathematics, MoMath. I like the acronym.
I like it. I like it.
So it's a national contest for innovation in math teaching, and she submitted a lesson plan.
Right.
And they judged it the most innovative, the most engaging lesson.
And let's talk about that lesson plan, because I think it's worth it. It's creating color combos, visual modeling of proportional relationships.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I would have really shined if I had seen this, because it can be confusing. Yeah. And so many of us are visual learners, and numbers can be abstract. Have you seen it? Have you seen the exhibit?
I've seen a video demonstration
of
it. I haven't done it,
Yeah.
I haven't seen her do it in person, but it engages her students by exploring a difficult topic, proportions, and taking it, she mixes color solutions. So creating those different color combinations to visualize the ratios. And again, for visual learners, this helps. It's cross-disciplinary, so she gets to use some fine arts in a math class.
What I love about Mrs. Jackson, Ms. Jackson, I'm not sure which, is she says that while she loves math now, it wasn't necessarily her thing when she was younger, and that is so critical. Yeah. Because so many students, including my daughters, start to define themselves. I'm a math student or I'm not a math student. You evolve.
Yes, and I think teachers like Tracy, like Ms. Jackson, really help students to see, oh, it's not just working out of a book. It can be so much more. She really helps them figure out not just the concept, but how it's relevant for them in their world and how it can cross boundaries. It gets into fine art. So she gets students who think of themselves as, I'm not mathy, I'm artsy. Well, you can be both. Well,
and I've learned that musicians actually have a thing for math, they just don't realize it. Yeah. And there's so many spatial issues that are brought up through music that math helps.
Yes, absolutely.
Speaking of musicians, let's talk about Yuli Reiner.
Yes.
What is her honor?
She is a finalist for Grammy Educator of the Year Award. So we go from our math teacher award to our music teacher award, and this is the second year in a row that she's been nominated for Grammy Educator of the Year. Last year she was top 25.
Not bad.
Yeah, so this year she's top 10 already.
And we're waiting to see if she wins, but you know what?
Soon.
Top 10. Top 10's huge. What is special about her? What makes her such a star?
You know, she's been in the district for a long time. She's currently the orchestra director at Bernardo Heights Middle School and Twin Peaks Middle School, so she splits time. But she's taught orchestra at 5 different middle schools in our district and 2 high schools. And she's also taught a music appreciation class for the students who are just dabbling, interested, but maybe they don't play. She's impacted countless students over those 33 years in our district, and I will admit that I was in elementary school when she was.
You're a Poway graduate?
I am. I'm a Poway graduate. So
and you're the president of the school board now.
Too. Yes.
And so you get to interact with Ms. Reiner when she was your student. How proud she must be of you.
Well, we have so many teachers who are still here from when I was a student. They impacted me then. They're still impacting students now. She's amazing.
That's special.
Her students have been all over the world,
tell us
too.
about it.
Well, they've been to China, they've been to Vienna, they've even been to Paris to play. These students are receiving something that, you know, is rare, is unique, and she's bringing it to them. She's making it real for them.
Let's talk about one final teacher.
Okay.
Her name is Megan Gross. Look, all the teachers are great, but this is quite remarkable.
Yeah,
Tell us about Megan.
All of our teachers are extraordinary. I want to say that right off the bat. But Megan, she absolutely deserves every accolade and more. She is a special education teacher at Del Norte High School, and she is a finalist for National Teacher of the Year. She's already our California State Teacher of the Year, one of our San Diego County Teachers of the Year, and one of our District Teachers of the Year. But now, 4 left. We'll find out very soon.
When you say finalists, I would think that meant like 1 of 50. 4. 1 of 4.
4, yeah. So 1 of 50 was when she was a California State.
Tell us about her.
She has a passion that is unbelievable, and she works in an extremely demanding profession already. And when you take it into special education, it's a whole different level of demanding, I think. But she's
especially in high school, because these kids are now mini adults. I mean, they're practically full grown.
Yes, yes, and she's still teaching them life skills, and she's really her big message is inclusion. She wants to make sure that these kids all get an inclusive education, and that includes social inclusion. She's the faculty advisor of the Best Buddies Club at Del Norte High School, which pairs up her students in the special education class with mainstream typical students who want to be part of that. They want to be friends, they do activities at lunch, and they do them on weekends and in the evenings, and it gives everyone a great feeling and a great experience, but her students in particular they get a real sense of confidence. They're valued members of the campus community. It's some of them, their first taste of some self-advocacy and leadership with these groups, and they're accepted. They're part of it.
I want to get a sense as to how Poway continues to soar. Because for those of us that may not be in San Diego County, Poway is considered one of the top districts. How do you continue to recruit these stars, these 3 and others?
Well, and part of it is that we do recruit those top talents, and once they're here, our district offers a lot of support for them to do their jobs even better. We have a lot of ongoing training. We have some nationally recognized supports for new teachers coming in, where they get mentorship with senior teachers and experienced teachers who are also award-winning in many respects. But our professional development is ongoing all the time. That mentoring and a lot of collaboration time, and not just collaborating in a grade level or within your own school, but also within the district more broadly.
And I have to think that now is a time where recruitment is key, because as we've learned over the last year or so, California, 5 years ago we're laying off teachers, now we have a teacher shortage, and it is dramatic. I mean, in 2015, that's already 13 months ago, let's say, 15 months ago, 43,000 teacher vacancies. And it's just getting worse. What do you do at Poway? What do we do generally about these vacancies?
We're absolutely still working on that. We have to talk about that, and in our area and in our nationwide, but math and science and special education are the big ones, and we have to look not only to recruit well, and that has to do with salaries, but it also has to do with those supports that you provide. And for teachers to come in where they know they're going to be supported, where they know they're going to be mentored, where they know they're going to get what they need, and it's not just about salary. That's important, but it's not just about that. We're doing well so far, but retention is another part. We can't have them start and then leave the profession, because that happens a lot. And for Poway Unified, a lot of our supports and our ongoing supports and collaboration help us to retain our teachers in a really positive way.
Congrats on your 3 teachers who are winning awards, but of course on all your teachers who are quite special. Her name is Michelle O'Connor-Ratcliff. She is the president of the Poway Unified School Board. I'm Brad Pomerance, Local Edition.